Okay.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah. The July 16, 2026 meeting of the San Diego Community College District Board of Trustees is hereby called to order. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. This meeting has been conducted in a hybrid format with board members and meeting presenters participating in person. Others are participating remotely via Zoom. We also welcome any members of our district community and the members of the public who are viewing the meeting live via YouTube. The board is open to receiving public comments. If anyone is interested in doing so, this is our procedure. To address the board, please fill out a comment card available at the back of the room or from the board recording secretary. If anyone participating remotely would like to make public comment, please email board office at sdccd.edu for further direction. In December 2023, our board adopted a district-wide land acknowledgement to publicly recognize that the land we occupy is the unceded territory and the ancestral homeland of the Kumeyaay people. Mesa College student trustee Miranda Augeli Acuna is joining us for the first time and will now read the district's land acknowledgement. Student trustee?
Thank you, Board President. The San Diego Community College District and its 4 colleges acknowledge the land we occupy is the unceded territory and ancestral homeland of the Kumeyaay people, where they have lived over 10,000 years. We honor and value the stewardship, knowledge, and cultural worldview of the Kumeyaay people and their commitment to the protection and preservation of the land and their culture. As institutions of higher education, we are responsible for providing our Indigenous community members with access, belonging, and success in their educational pursuits within an environment which celebrates their culture. We are responsible for educating all our community members about Indigenous histories and culture. We're responsible for examining and taking action to address the injustices of colonization and occupation which have perpetrated harm against Indigenous, Black, Brown, and other communities. Through this acknowledgement, we honor the Kumeyaay people and express our commitment to truth, and respect as the foundation of our relationship. Thank you.
Thank you. And now can you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you, Board President. Please stand. Begin. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have 4 readouts from our closed session. The board has returned from closed session with the following actions to report. Under item 202 of the closed session agenda, on a motion by trustee Maria Nieto Sr. and seconded by trustee Craig Milgram, the board approved the implementation of termination of the employment of a classified employee at San Diego Community College District Operations, Enterprise Services, and Facilities at Miramar College as required under section 88013B of the California Education Code. The votes were 4 ayes with 1 member absent. Under item 203A of the closed session agenda, on a motion by trustee Maria Nieto Sr. and second by trustee Craig Milgram, the board denied the appeal of the administrative determination of a Title V complaint. There were 4 votes, aye votes, with 1 absent. Under item 203B of the closed session agenda, on a motion by trustee Maria Nieto Sr. and seconded by trustee Craig Milgram, the board denied the appeal of the administrative determination of a Title V complaint with 4 ayes and 1 member absent. And finally, under item 204 of the closed session agenda on a motion by trustee Kirk Milgram and seconded by trustee Maria Nieto Senior. The board approved the disciplinary action of expelling a San Diego Mesa College student number 071167-541-9473-26 from all colleges, campuses, programs, sites, and activities of the San Diego Community College District pursuant to California Education Code Section 72122 and 20 USC Section 1232G. The votes were 4 ayes with 1 member absent. Everyone has had a chance to review the minutes. Are there any additions or corrections? Seeing none, the minutes stand approved. Are there any items to remove from the agenda, Chancellor?
I'd like to remove item 14.07 from tonight's agenda.
Thank you. The consent calendar allows the Board of Trustees to vote on a group of items that are routine, standard, non-controversial, or self-explanatory. As always, any items in Section 9, Board Policies, and 10, New Business, will automatically be pulled for discussion, as will Section 16, Information Items. Are there any items to pull for discussion in Section 11? We have 1101. Student Services, Section 12 of 1201. No items that I see on Section 13, Budget and Science, as well as Section 14, Human Resources. However, on Section 15, Facilities, Buildings and Real Estate, we have 1506, 1507, 1508, and items 1512 through 1518. Can I say that? Or do I need to say them individually? No, that's fine. Okay. Does the Academic Senate wish to pull any items at this time? Thank you, President. Now, let's vote for a consent calendar. May I have a motion and a second on this item?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Senior, second by trustee Magana. Will the board members in favor please vote aye? Or press sorry. Yes, you are. Okay, the item passes unanimously. The board is open to receiving public comments. This is the public comment period of the board agenda. If anyone participating remotely would like to make public comment, please email boardoffice@sdccd.edu for further direction. Remarks are limited to 4 minutes or 32 minutes for a group speaking on the same subject, which will be monitored by the board secretary. Unless it's an emergency, no action will be taken at this board meeting, but your concerns will be referred to the chancellor and you will be notified of the chancellor's findings and recommendations. Before we go on to public comments, we will call on the academic senates first. And starting with City College, do we have academic president Nick Slingland? Am I saying it right? On Zoom?
So let me check.
No. Okay. Let's move on to Mesa College. Mary Wynn, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. Our Senate hasn't met, so I don't have anything to report regarding Senate business. So I just want to take the opportunity to talk about some of the good things going on at Mesa, and there were a lot, and this isn't all of them. So, but this is what I got to write down. So, first of all, I want to welcome our new Dean of Humanities, Dr. Elisa Hoyos Baences. She brings extensive experience and a passion for removing barriers to student success. I want to wish her a warm welcome on behalf of the Senate. We also hosted Junior Achievement High School interns for a few weeks. These interns worked in EOPS, Arts and Languages, the STAND, Child Development, and Student Services. And in their roles, the students learned about empowerment, career exploration, and teamwork. There was a follow-up meeting with the Muslim Student Association and community leaders last week regarding how our campus can better serve our Muslim students. And I understand that there were a lot of ideas that were discussed, and it was a very productive meeting, and I look forward to seeing those things come to fruition. We're also offering support sessions with Health and Human Services representatives on Thursdays all summer long until August 6th for students to learn about CalWORKs, CalFresh, and Medi-Cal. This week, we started our summer cruise sessions. Cruise stands for Creating Rich, Unique Intellectual Student Experiences, and it's always enriching and a lot of fun for the students. These sessions give first-year students the opportunity to meet people, learn about resources on campus, and get acquainted with the campus itself. These 2-day sessions run for the next 3 weeks, plus a special Saturday session on July 25th. And looking ahead, next week, we celebrate Disability Pride by raising the Disability Pride flag on Monday, July 20th at 10 a.m. Join us if you can. On July 24th at noon, we have the Olympian Open. It's a golf fundraiser for student athletes at Mesa. And there's going to be a helicopter ball drop with some really fabulous prizes, so check that out. And finally, I want to mention the Pride Scholars Program is open for applications. The Pride Scholars Program helps Mesa College students who are LGBTQIA and other existing identities within the queer community through academic and personal support services. And these services involve educational guidance, community building opportunities, individual case management, gender-based services, housing, food assistance, and a lot more. And if anybody's watching this to be eligible and you're interested to be eligible, all you have to do is identify as LGBTQIA, be enrolled in at least 6 hours, and have Mesa as your school of record. And the deadline for that is September 24th. So thanks.
Thank you. Do we have Rodrigo Gomez from Miramar College?
I am upgrading him to a panelist right now.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear
afternoon.
me?
We can hear you. Yes.
Great, awesome. Great to be here with you all remotely. Sorry I couldn't join you in person, and I'll keep it very brief. We haven't met yet over summer, but it's been a nice summer. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. And I'm getting back into the groove of things at the campus, so I'll have a more detailed report next time that I get to be here with you all. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And now we go to Richard Weinroth. Welcome. You're always ready.
Thank you. I am grateful for the opportunity to be here. Yes, we haven't met yet either, but it's been a nice, quiet summer for me. First, I'd like to acknowledge the faculty who participated this summer in the Academic Senate for California Community Colleges Faculty Leadership Institute. 3 of our faculty, Professor Anagi Traganza, Dr. Marnie Foster, and Dr. Kelly Metz-Matthews, all participated in this very important work, which helps develop a pipeline for faculty leadership. And now I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the San Diego Pride Committee. The San Diego Pride Committee works the whole year, so it's amazing because although Pride is one weekend, it's really just a work that continues. The work is amazing. And this year, as in the last 2 years, we had a student designer to design our t-shirt. So I am really grateful for the opportunity to be showing it to you today.
Nice.
This t-shirt is designed by a San Diego City College student, Melinda Gwynn. Yes, give it up for our City College colleagues and especially for Melinda Gwynn. The Pride t-shirt theme is Our Pride Shines On Forever. The committee has representation for all 4 colleges, students, classified professionals, supervisors, managers, and administrators. It's an amazing committee because everyone works together, and we're very grateful for the leadership of Dean Luke Menchaca for his keeping us on task and keeping us moving forward. And we'd like to thank the Chancellor and the Chancellor's Cabinet for supporting our district's participation in San Diego Pride. For those of you who are not up on it, here are the event details. It's this Saturday. We are going to be meeting at Park and Lincoln Avenue. That's in Hillcrest. We are contingent number 103. This is a good number. You know, there have been years we've been very far back. So 103, if you figure they have 2 lines and they try to move it along, yeah, we shouldn't be more than an hour. So our check-in time is 10 o'clock. You can join us and you'll get one of these nice shirts. We expect to be moving, you know, maybe between 11 and 11:30. So the walk is very gentle. It's not a hard walk at all. As far as the t-shirts, everyone can get one. Just come to the staging area. There's a free shuttle, and the shuttle is at the Old Naval Hospital, and you can grab a shuttle there. It's by President's Way and Park Boulevard. That's actually where you can park, and then they give you a ride both ways. In addition to that, there's also other parking options. Just consider it to be a fun thing to do. It's really fun. I mean, when you're there, you get to smile and wave. So if you're even thinking about it, go and do it. Okay, thank you, and that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. We are excited for Pride. So thank you for sharing that. And next, we will call on the classified senates for their update.
Classified Senate President, Dr. Anthony Thomas is here.
Great. Welcome. Sometimes we see you on Zoom, and now we have you in person, so welcome.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Chair, trustees, Chancellor Smith, district leadership, colleagues, and guests. On behalf of the San Diego Community College District Classified Senate Presidents, I'm honored to provide this report. I am Dr. Esther Anthony Thomas, last time I checked, and I'm representing the San Diego College of Continuing Education Classified Senate. Joining me in spirit are Anaya Woods, President Mesa College Classified Senate, Sean Ryan, President San Diego City College Classified Senate, and Brenna O'Connor, President Miramar College Classified Senate. So before I begin, I'd like to recognize Brenda O'Connor. Today marks her final board meeting with us as she embarks on a new professional opportunity outside of our region. Brenda, thank you for your dedicated service, your collaborative leadership, and your unwavering commitment to classified professionals. Best wishes to you on every success in this exciting new chapter. It's always good to see someone promoted, right? Recently, representatives from all of our 4 San Diego Community College District Classified Senates attended the 34th Annual Classified Leadership Institute in Riverside. This year's theme was Everyday Heroes, Everyday Impact, the power of teamwork, advocacy, and leadership. Perfectly reflected for work the classified professionals do every single day in service to our students and our district. And during this conference, our district had the privilege of presenting a featured session entitled Beyond Our Campus Walls, the Strategic Power of Collaboration, Visibility, and Collective Voice. And so rather than focusing solely on the work within our individual campuses, we shared how collaboration across colleges has strengthened our collective impact. Our presentation highlighted practical strategies for building partnerships, increasing visibility, and creating a unified voice that advances classified professionals throughout our district. We encourage colleagues from across California to work smarter through intentional collaboration, demonstrating how collective leadership creates opportunities that no single Senate could accomplish alone. And one of the most meaningful moments of our presentation was recognizing the leadership that has supported this work. We were very proud and still are to share encouraging remarks from Chancellor Gregory Smith, comments from Trustee Mariah Jameson, and a special video message from San Diego Community College District, Community College Continuing Education President, Dr. Tina King. Their participation demonstrated something we deeply value. When district leadership invests in classified professionals, that supports and produces measurable results. Our session was exceptionally well received, and we returned home with new statewide partnerships, innovative ideas, and best practices that we look forward to sharing throughout San Diego Community College District. We were also honored to receive the conference's coveted Spirit Stick Award, recognizing our district for outstanding teamwork, enthusiasm, and collaboration. And as some might say, we showed up and we showed out. That recognition belongs to everyone who believes in the value of professional development and the importance of investing in classified leadership. And I would like to extend my personal gratitude to Chancellor Gregory Smith. Earlier this year, you kind of rolled up your sleeves and you made us roll up ours. He challenged us to increase SDCCD's visibility and leadership presence throughout the California community college system. More importantly, he stood behind that challenge by helping create opportunities for us to participate. Professional development should never be determined by an employee's ability to personally absorb travel expenses while waiting for reimbursement. And for many classified professionals, that financial barrier can unintentionally limit access to leadership opportunities. Now, following our recent meeting this week with Chancellor Smith, we are pleased to share encouraging news yet again. We now have partial funding secured, right, Chancellor Smith?
Correct.
All right. We have it secured for our for 4 SDCCD's classified senates to attend the 35th Annual Classified Leadership Institute, which will be held in June at the Hyatt Regency Sonoma Wine Country. This investment is more than a conference attendance. It is an investment in leadership development, statewide collaboration, institutional excellence, and ultimately improved service to the students and the communities we proudly share. So on behalf of the 4 classified senates, thank you to this board, Chancellor Smith, our college presidents, and those that support the president's office, the district leadership for your continued partnership and your belief in contributions of classified professionals. We deeply, deeply appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now, let's call on anyone who has filled out a comment card.
So first, the City College Academic Senate President has signed on.
Oh,
So
great.
I'm
Okay.
gonna promote him to panelist right now, allow him to
Thank you.
speak. Should be able to unmute himself.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. We can hear you.
Good afternoon. I wanted to just quickly say, I look forward to working with you in this role for the next 2 years. And there's a lot of great things going on at San Diego City College right now. And I hope that in these next few months and in this next few years, we continue to grow and serve our students. And I want to open an invitation both to members of the board and members of the community to please reach out and see me if you have any questions.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you.
Care.
Okay, so the first public commenter is Sarah Eltley Dolsky. One and pass it down.
Right. I thank you all for affording me the opportunity to speak in front of you today. My name is Sarah Eltwelly-Dolsky, and I'm a proud alumni of San Diego Mesa College and graduate of your neurodiagnostics program, an exceptional experience that launched my career as a professional sleep technologist. I chose to leave that successful career to return to Mesa College to further my education with the radiological technology program. Fast forward 2 years, and I have reached another milestone in my career, having completed 4 semesters in the RadTech program, including receiving high marks in clinicals each semester at Scripps Mercy Hospital. Because of my deeply positive history here, what I have endured over the last 2 years have been a shocking, heartbreaking nightmare. As most of you probably know, my name has come up in discussions involving harassment and subsequent retaliation when voicing those concerns against staff, sexual harassment, discriminatory treatment, threat of violence, and blatant denial of due process, one of which would be a very serious matter in itself. I wish that was all it was. Unfortunately, these actions have been carried out continuously and intentionally against me throughout the last 18 months. Despite my achievements in both MESA programs and the documented success in clinicals, all while having to cautiously tiptoe around instructors and staff, despite all of that, I was abruptly dismissed from the radiologic technology program without any legal due process. I have been forced to file formal grievances via a campus maxient complaint, told to file an escalation with the district, all of which was only to be used as an escape from responsibility in both campus and district. I have provided you each a written copy for the record. I understand that you've seen my complaint already. I do urge each of you to take a second look at the document in front of you. Harassment and cyberbullying, retaliation against filing formal harassment complaints on 2 different occasions, sexual harassment, threat of violence, preferential treatment of a preferred class of students, disregard of disability accommodations, and to top it all off, a violation of due process where the school holds their individual policies above state and federal laws. 7 weeks. That's all I had left of my 2-year program before I was abruptly stopped from completion. 7 weeks. I have been stuck in the red tape of the education complaint process system since. This deliberate stalling and back and forth deflection has led me here to this moment. They are trying to run out of the clock, hoping the issue will resolve itself. There are exactly 21 days left until my scheduled August 6th graduation. I have already walked in the commencement ceremony for the school, paid my tuition in full, and completed all of my courses except for the clinical class I was removed from. That unacceptable dismissal and subsequent red tape is the only thing preventing me from my career in radiology. The systemic toxicness and abusive authority actively practiced by the staff of Mesa College Allied Health and by contract, the extension of Scripps Mercy Hospital, further protagonized by their preferred students, has left me with 2 years of free work and no benefit of a program completion. It only left me with the hardship and legal violations I have had to endure. As you read through my provided documents, I'm asking this board to exercise its authority to immediately halt this retaliatory withdrawal, grant me a neutral clinical site transfer to finish my remaining hours, and hold the aforementioned accountable. I am ready to graduate. I ask that you please help me whole and take this first step in returning Mesa College to the high standards of integrity it once was known for. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Joelle Poynton.
Thank you. My name is Joel Poynton. I'm a resident of Dr. Nieto Senor's district. And I thank you for this opportunity. Since 2023, I've participated in phone calls, Zoom sessions, and exchanged over 20 emails with more than 10 different SDCCD staff members about my concerns with the Emeritus program and barriers that exist for seniors to participate. Last week, I sent a letter asking it go to the members of the board, the chancellor, and the advisory committee outlining my concerns. So you should have a copy of that, which will go into more detail on the points that I will hit today. To summarize, the Emeritus program is a jewel of a resource here in San Diego County. It provides those over 50 with opportunities to learn new skills, be stimulated, and to socialize. Presently in the U.S., one of the biggest challenges to mental health for seniors is isolation and lack of stimulation. This program provides an excellent resource to address these issues. My concerns have been observed in the over 10 years of taking emeritus classes. My primary concern right now is the new registration process, which creates a digital barrier to seniors in order to even register for these courses. Mailers that are sent announcing semester registration are sent weeks after the registration opens. Many classes are completely full by that time. Visitors to the SDCCD registration office at Mesa are told registration starts at 8 a.m. on a particular day. In reality, it starts 8 hours earlier at midnight. Only students that are presently enrolled in the classes have that information passed on to them by their instructors. Heavily subscribed classes like ceramics and sewing have many students that subscribe for all possible sessions. Give you an example, 4 sessions of 45 places of the same material in a week may be more than 3/4 filled by the same people. 180 slots possibly filled by only 45 people. Limiting this to people already enrolled and in the know of how to maneuver through the system limits access. I would like this valuable resource to be accessible to all residents over 50. As I volunteered back in 2023 to Dean Jacqueline Hester, I would be happy to volunteer to help to explore how to make that possible and create equal access on a level playing field for all. You may also have received a letter that was sent yesterday from AARP, from Isaac Hernandez, the Associate Director of Advocacy and Community Engagement for California AARP, offering their support to work towards this goal and to add the voice of their 275,000 seniors in San Diego County. You've also received several email comments on this topic. As someone who started taking these courses 10 years ago, I thank you for providing this program in our community and hope we can work together to improve and strengthen it going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Purita Javier.
Good afternoon. Okay, you missed. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am Purita A. Javier, senior with existing medical condition and a victim of the continuing ceramics kiln toxicity next door since 1997. We have committed ourselves as community advocacy on sustain stability since representing 77 residents in a neighborhood dedicated residential zone where hazardous excuse me, business should not be located. The city of San Diego County, an air pollution control district, and even Sandag failed to abate and more move the facility to the
Business
sale,
facility
yeah,
to a
sale
safer site.
site. We wish to amplify to you, creator of solutions worth critical to our elected officials' decision making. This you see assist second a non-government entitled works with country employment and the work with county employees to deliver health and to ensure aging and independent and you good live healthy and safe in the twilight years. One focus we strongly recommend is to uproot and the prevalent route cause. Example, clean up the mess and provide care and cure nude clean water, clean food, clean and safe community. We hope we have defined the
Sorry, your time is up.
proclaim.
This is the impact of the stress, the fear that in our day-to-day life. The next door's business, the owner is a graduate of ceramics at Mesa College. We went there twice, thrice, talked to the professors, talked to the president. It's unacceptable that the president has, I do not know what to do, Mr. Javier. We are here to work together. We can do something. One, inform everyone that such misplaced business of that graduate of ceramics vocational should know the risk and threat to humans. You see, it has been there since 1984. And we believe the professors taught them, particularly on safety. We talked to the San Diego Pottery, based in Balboa. The guy working says, Mr. Javier, I'm sorry, after 20 years, we will see the impact to our health. 20 years, what does it mean? It's a risky kind of occupation. And it is located, constructed. We are even doubtful if the construction was according to regulations. There were makeshifts, no provisions for the sewage, no provisions for, they even do beekeeping, sir. How could you reconcile beekeeping with smoke, poisonous gas? Do you think the bees will thrive? This is your graduate of Mesa College, our college. Something is wrong. And the business name, non-metallic material manufacturing business. It's like a cover-up, hidden. And in the actual, it's a ceramics manufacturing home business right there in a populated area, surrounded by Asian, Latino descent. Our Constitution says we have to work together to ensure there is justice. 5 years we have been voicing this out. And we were thankful. Last meeting, our district supervisor was here. Given the priority to speak first, and we are grateful. Our issue would be voiced again and again, only to hear a different angular argument. Hey, we need equity. Hey, we need diversity. Hey, we need this and that. You know, the Black African American, we need opportunities for all. Never mention about the environmental hazards we are being suffering, like the Tijuana River sewage. Education has something to do with the solutions of our day-to-day risk. We will not blame you, sirs, ma'am, no, but rather help you to realize, to analyze, what are these physical development for? What is our doctorate degrees, master's degrees, confirmed by third-party academic so and what? Oh, your schooling in Africa is equivalent to US.
I'm sorry, you're out of time.
What is happening?
We have one additional speaker for item 11.01. But otherwise, this public comment.
And we'll hear that before we go on 1101?
Correct.
Thank you, everyone. Do we have anything on section 7, collective bargaining? No. So we're gonna move on to section 8, reports, and we will start with the Chancellor report on communication statewide and legislative issues.
One of the most significant developments of the year happened after our June meeting when the governor signed the state budget for 26-27. A number of positive developments for California community colleges in that. First, something of a technical issue. The prior year budget would defer about $400 million in revenue to our system from fiscal year 25-26 to 26-27. The budget fully pays those. That's always a cash on hand management issue. And so it's good to see we won't have to worry about that. Going on to the much more notable things, for the first time since Prop 98 passed in 1988, the budget deal changes the split between the K-12 system and the community college system, which historically has been 10.93% for community colleges. That's based on the enrollments in 1988. At that time, community college enrollment made up 10.93% of the cumulative K-14 enrollment. That moves to 11.1%. And while that may sound like a relatively small number, 0.17%, that represents about $240 million in ongoing, $215 million in ongoing revenue for our system. So a significant development and the first recognition that we now make up over 15% of that enrollment while only receiving 11% of the funding. So hopefully there'll be more progress there. There was a 2.87% fully funded COLA based on the statutory calculation of the cost escalation, and an additional 1.44% COLA to fund 14 weeks of paid pregnancy disability leave for employees. That 1.44% will be slightly reduced because that COLA is also being given to districts that are in hold harmless in order to fund that leave being provided. So we'll work with our bargaining units and meet and confer units on the implementation of that leave program, which is required to start January 1, 2027. If we can get it done before then, we absolutely will. There was a technical adjustment to the student-centered funding formula that allows us to be paid based on the 3-year average of our credit full-time equivalent students or the prior year, whichever number is higher. Just as a comparator, if this had been in place this year, our revenue would be up about $3 million higher than it is. So this is a significant positive development in seeing our growth being funded. There was additional growth funding added, not to the degree that we would like to have seen, and unfortunately, the majority of it being pushed into the 26-27 year. So for the 4th year in a row, our district has more growth than the state allocated funding to it, but that is the right problem to have, and we have been able to continue to support that growth even when we've not fully received the revenue, which speaks to the board's financial management. For the first time since 2022, the Student Equity and Achievement Program is receiving an increase in funding of 5.74%. That's still about 10% less than it would have been if it had been given COLAs in all those years, but this is a much needed infusion into a program that employs a lot of counselors and other people to provide direct services to students to ensure we're making progress in our equity goals. The rest of our categorical programs will receive a 2.87% COLA in line with the base COLA. There's a $147 million block grant for student success. We received a $100 million block grant last year. This will bring about $3 million to our district. A $71 million Dreamer Resource Liaison one-time funding. This was the result of a lot of work by Magali Flores at City College, who led an effort with her colleagues within our region to hopefully get ongoing funding. We did not succeed in getting the ongoing funding, but we got a significant infusion of one-time funding to support our Dreamer Resource Liaisons and our centers. $30 million one time to support our LGBTQ centers. So there are many other smaller items, but in a year where many other aspects of the Prop 98 budget were dealing with shortfalls and cuts, we've had significant investments in our system. And so once the trailer bill language is done and we know exactly all of the details on the implementation, I'll send out a district-wide email with Vice Chancellor Troy informing everybody of all the details. I didn't want to send that email out and then have to go back and correct something because trailer bill language came across a little bit differently than what we expected, but overall, very good news. Quickly, on the federal side, the most significant development over the last month for us is that the House committees on a number of different appropriation bills passed those bills. And while normally we're mostly concerned with Health and Human Services, Department of Labor, and Department of Education, the Department of Transportation and HUD budget is very important to us this year because we have $2 million to support Child Development Center expansion at Mesa College and $850,000 to support the Applied Automation, Innovation, and Robotics Center construction at the College of Continuing Education within that transportation and HUD budget, courtesy of Congresswoman Sarah Jacobs and Congressman Juan Vargas. Happy to share that received a direct call from Congresswoman Jacobs to let us know that the $2 million that she requested made it through the committee without being reduced. I believe this is the first time one of our requests wasn't cut by the committee, down at least some. So she was very excited. She told us this was her #1 budget item, and she personally put effort into seeing that happen. So the next step in the process is they'll go to the full House floor for a vote. Extremely rare that the committee would pass something that the House floor would not, but if you can predict Washington, D.C. right now, let's talk. If the House passes it, it would go on to the Senate. If it passes there, it would go to the president to sign. Given the November elections, we're being advised that it's more likely to see continuing resolutions fund the federal government and not appropriation bills, at least through the end of this calendar year. And so the federal year ends September 30th. In order to have spending authority and not go into a shutdown, we need to have appropriation bills or a continuing resolution by September 30th. So likely we'll see them just say, keep present funding levels, let the election happen, and let the new Congress early in 2027 deal with these bills. We've seen that happen before. It still gives us hope that our appropriation bills will make it through with that funding. The real risk would be if they do the entire fiscal year, meaning October 1, 26 through September 30, 27, under a continuing resolution, which would reset all of this, and then we'd have to go back and ask our congressional members to bring these back. You may recall that happened to us 2 years ago when Congressman Scott Peters had put funding for City College's cybersecurity lab. We spent the entire year under a continuing resolution, and then he brought it back, fortunately, and then it did get funded, and we had a nice check ceremony earlier this year. But good news on both fronts so far. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Chancellor. Trustee Miranda Aguilia Cunha, how do you pronounce the middle name of your last name?
Ojeli.
Ojeli. Okay, thank you. If you can give us your report, please.
Thank you, Board President. For San Diego City College, on Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, in response to the ethical standing of SDCC resolution passed by San Diego City College's Academic Senate, San Diego City College administrators and student representatives came together for a coffee cupping event to sample a variety of coffee as City College works towards selecting a new and local coffee vendor to replace the Starbucks on campus. For San Diego Mesa College, on Thursday, June 25th, 2026, San Diego Mesa College Streamer Research Center partnered with Higher Education Legal Services to host SDCCD DACA Day, where students could get support in renewing their DACA. For San Diego Miramar College, this summer, the San Diego Miramar College Jet Fuel Research Center will be partnering with Feeding San Diego to host their Really, Really Free Farmers Market on campus. On August 25th, 2026, and August 26th, 2026, San Diego Miramar College Student Affairs Office will be hosting a Welcome Back Resource Fair to connect students with resources, support services, and community members to set up students for success for the new semester. For San Diego College of Continuing Education, on Thursday, June 18th, 2026, the San Diego College of Continuing Education commemorated Juneteenth by hosting an event at ECC that celebrated Black history, culture, and community, and discussed freedom, equity, and opportunity. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Ojeli Acuna. And now Trustee Senior.
I hope everyone is enjoying their summer. And my only activity that I can report on is that I attended the Muslim Healing Experience again at Mesa College last week. And I think we made some real progress in coming up with some plans for how we're going to address the needs of our Muslim students.
Thank you, Trustee Senior. Now we go to Trustee Milgram.
I have to look at the clock. I guess I can say good evening, everyone. It's nice to see you all. I have just two quick comments. One, thank you for being here. Talk about classified professionals. I spent 20 plus years teaching biology, and I can tell you that we simply could not exist in our department without our classified professionals. And I can't tell you how many times I relied on them to do everything from printing to helping with financial aid. And so I just want to repeat what I've always said. Without you, our colleges, our district just doesn't happen. So thank you very much. And I appreciate that you're coming here and talking to us about it. And I'll echo Richard's statement. I'll see you all at the Pride Parade tomorrow.
Saturday.
I mean, Saturday. What day is it? It's Thursday. That's right. Okay. Saturday.
Trustee Magaña.
Hello, everyone. Activities I did since the last meeting. I participated in the Mira Mesa 4th of July parade. And I know that they haven't done this in many, many years. And Miramar College used to participate in it, and hopefully they will next year. My other comment is the big fundraiser over at Mesa for the athletic department, the golf ball drop from the helicopter. I would love to see that, but given my luck, that one of those golf balls would hit me. But good luck with that. And I know that there were some great prizes. So, but I just don't want to be there. And I also wanted to thank the Chancellor, based on the comments of the professional development activities that are happening. I agree with Trustee Milgram that yes, all the training that we can offer our employees is well spent. So, and given the funds that were provided, the opportunity given, great things happen. Thank you.
Thank you. At least me. So Trustee Milgram mentioned two items that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to thank Dr. Thomas for joining us as well and providing your comments. And I'm glad that you're having a good experience and that you're feeling our support. So thank you. Pride on Saturday. I'm very excited about it. I look forward to seeing many of you. Yellow is my favorite color, so when I got the picture of the shirts, I was really excited. And it's, we're always happy to have our students design the artwork for the shirts. And I don't know where Luke went, but I look forward to seeing Luke. I know that he's working hard on all of that. And then I had the privilege to attend the orientation for the new student trustees last Friday, I think. And that was a beautiful gathering. I stayed only for the beginning, but we had some, I think, important conversations, and we welcome them, and we're excited, to have their voice in our district representing the students. And I think let's see, there was something else that somebody mentioned, but I forgot. So that's the end of my report. Chancellor, your report.
Let me pick up where you left off. Let me pick up where you left off, Board President Arroyo, with our meeting with the new student trustees last week was great. Thank you, Miranda, for being here and representing. And I appreciate the timing of this because in May we had to say goodbye to a set of trustees, and it's always a sad moment because we have such great student trustees and a lot of opportunity to get to know each other over the year. But then we turn right around and have that event. And now I'm very excited. We have an excellent group of student trustees coming in. So I think we're going to have a great year ahead working with you and looking forward to that. I want to share a couple of updates with the board and everyone. I was recently invited to join the California Community College's LGBTQ+ Advisory Committee, which I said an enthusiastic yes to, and learned I'll be joined by our own Neil Kovrig on that committee. So our district will be well represented in sharing many things that we are doing, and perhaps most importantly, learning from many other of our colleagues around the state on how we can continue to evolve to support our LGBTQ+ community. I have been invited to join the California Student Aid Commission CEO Advisory Council on advancing Cal Grant reforms that can benefit our students, not just while they're with us, but beyond. And the first significant outcome is in this state budget. I was part of a group that did a lot of work in the spring to increase the age at which students can transfer to a four-year college and retain their Cal Grant eligibility from 28 to 30. It's a small thing in the grand scheme, but it's important progress. And the average age of our students is 28. So this is a very real issue to people who don't have the opportunity to go the traditional way of high school to college to master's and beyond. For them to be able to retain Cal Grant eligibility along with Pell Grant eligibility and be able to afford tuition, books, materials, cost of living. So we have one win already and looking forward to working with that group. And this is not complete yet, but I was invited to apply to join the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities board, which I have done. And I got notification they've received that and consideration is ongoing. So I'm hoping at our next meeting, I'll be able to update the board on whether or not I will be invited to join that group. But a lot of opportunities to get out and advance the interests of our district, colleges, students, faculty, classified professionals, administrators, and others in those spaces. And finally, I've been invited to go up to the Board of Governors meeting next week on Tuesday at the request of Chancellor Christian to talk to the Board of Governors about the budget and the impacts on our district, the things that we got done, and then the things that we did not get done that we need to continue to work. So it'll be an excellent opportunity to help shape their understanding of these priorities in a way that I hope will bring future resources back to our district. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but for those who are not on every listserv in our district, moments ago, President Wes Lundberg sent an email out to the Miramar College listserv announcing that the 26-27 academic year will be his final year of public service. He'll be retiring at the end of this year. Let me say congratulations, Wes, for the first of what will be many times over the course of your farewell tour this year. I started about 15 weeks after Wes did in 2020, and so have seen firsthand his impact and his leadership on Miramar College. I want to thank you for all of the work that you've done and congratulate you on pulling off an exceedingly rare feat of retiring on your terms in the way that you want to. I won't give everybody the details on where you're going and what you're doing, but everybody who knows is already envious. So thank you, Wes, for your service. Congratulations, and much more to come on that front. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Chancellor. Okay, now we're gonna continue with our agenda, item 901.
Recommend the board take items 901, 02, 03, and 04 together in one action item. These are all second reads of updates to policies in our general institution, chapter 3, business and finance services, chapter 6, and human resources, chapter 7. The vast majority of the changes are technical, non-substantive. They've all been reviewed by DGC multiple times, Chancellor's Cabinet, and the previous reading of the board without controversy. So I recommend the board approve all of these changes.
Thank you. Before we have a discussion, may I have a motion and a second on this item? Moved by trustee Magaña,
Second.
second by trustee Senior. And do we have any comments or discussion? Seeing none. Student trustee Miranda, do you have anything to add and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. The board members, please vote. The items pass unanimously. And we're gonna go to 1101, but we're gonna read a comment first.
Yes. First, we have a public comment by Cesar Javier.
Acquainted with urban planning. My academic experience in the University of the Philippines, I earned it for 2 years. And thank God I was able to apply this on public meetings. And in our smallest political unit, we call family, and our neighborhood. There are 5 elements. One is the shell, meaning Mother Earth. Number 2 is man. I will not talk of the rest, but focus on man. because man would take care of everything. He must be healthy, safe. And precisely, we have these services educating man, even from conception, birth, until his grave. Item 11 is precisely what I have mapped verbally. And therefore, I would say that any program, any project along education should reconcile or should be in accord with the time. For example, the Tijuana River sewage crisis. Nobody is attending to it. It is just by scribbles, letters, no physical action. Question, Mr. Javier, Mrs. Javier, what do you want to see from our public servants? Education-wise, everything-wise. My wife would say, Cesar, I am fearful because nobody is acting on it physically. We just heard the briefing at the health consumer the other day, and we were added that fear because the number one killer is cancer and heart attack. And we found out that there is a correlation of air pollution with diabetes and obesity. No threat for those who have those diagnoses. Please, this is reality. And therefore, education must be tailored to address this because it is the number one killer. We have said again and again at the county, at the city, at the air pollution, that this is real. And the call of the time should be a commensurate force in education to ensure that we are safe, meaning to live longer happy. And I believe that one of the board members here of the same age, could we not pray for that, sir? And could we do not, can we do something about it, Mom? Senor? This is the highest Maslow theory, fulfillment. And that's why we are here, not to grade you. No, sir. But we submit ourselves in our own expense to please let's work together and address this education-wise. How? Oh. We went to Mesa College and educate the president and educate those people there at the ceramics vocational training. We did that. Only to be heard, I do not know what to answer you, Mr. Javier. This is reality.
I'm sorry, your time is up.
Oh, sorry, we exit.
Okay, now we go on with the item 1101. Chancellor?
Anytime there are new programs and courses, it's the board's practice to pull the item from the consent agenda to have a presentation on those. So as Vice Chancellor Topham makes her way, I'll just note that you'll see in here a further realization of Ricky's commitment to bringing barbering to City College. So this is a particularly important one. Susan.
Good afternoon. We have quite a few programs to bring forward today. For City College, there are 5 programs, the Autonomous Infrastructure Design and Architecture Associate of Science degree and the Certificate of Achievement. This program will prepare our students for high-demand roles in architecture design and autonomous oversight of hybrid IT environments. Moving beyond traditional networking, this program focuses on intentional engineering of intelligent infrastructure, where on-premises network and cloud platforms converged into a unified self-managing ecosystem. Next is the Barbering Associate of Science degree and the Barbering Certificate of Achievement. The program will provide students with practical and theoretical barbering training that prepares students for the California Board of Barbering and Cosmetology. Students that are completing the degree will have a competitive edge over private school counterparts. Students not only become competitive in the industry, but they also forge a path for lifelong learning and advanced educational opportunities. It is strongly recommended that students in this program consult with their counselors, which will determine their general education patterns. And the final program for City College today is the Certificate of Achievement in Business Administration. The certificate will prepare students for entry in various business careers. The certificate provides students with basic business skills necessary to succeed in various business settings and is intended for business and majors and students looking to update their business skills. Mesa College, we are bringing forward the Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Social and Behavioral Studies. This degree is intended to help students prepare for potential majors in those areas and to accommodate the differing requirements of a wide range of transfer institutions. So hopefully students participating in this program will have more access to transfer programs throughout the state of California and nationally. Because the admission and major preparation requirements vary at different institutions, the courses are used to complete this degree must be selected with the assistance of a counselor. Event Operations Certificate of Achievement. The program is an industry-informed, skill-based program designed to prepare students for operational roles in the fast-growing and diverse event management sector. The certificate will provide learners with a practical and theoretical foundation for planning, coordinating, executing a wide range of events, from corporate meetings and festivals to weddings and exhibitions. The following Certificate of Achievement is in Food and Beverage Operations. This is a dynamic, industry-responsive program designed to equip learners with essential knowledge and practical skills required to thrive in the fast-paced food service and hospitality industry. This program was developed in consultation with industry experts and aligned with contemporary hospitality standards. And the last one is the Hotel Operations Certificate of Achievement. The Hotel Operations Certificate is a practical, career-focused program designed to prepare learners for operational roles within the hospitality industry, specifically in hotel and the lodging sector. Thank you. Oh, there's one more. Wellness and Operations, the Certificate of Achievement. And actually, that was the one I was interested in. The Wellness Certificate is a career-oriented program designed to provide students with the operational, administrative, and customer service skills required to support the delivery of wellness services in various settings, from spas and fitness centers to wellness retreats and corporate wellness programs. This program prepares graduates to contribute effectively to the smooth and professional functioning of wellness-focused environments. Sounds interesting, no?
I'm relaxed.
Very, right? Thank you.
Okay. Before we have a discussion, may I have a motion and a second? Item.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee Milgram, second by trustee Senior. Any discussion, comments, questions? Very
Thank you.
exciting, yeah, for our
Thank you.
students. Alrighty, before we vote, student trustee, do you have anything to add and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. Vote members, please, board members, please vote. I think I said vote members. Okay, the item passes unanimously. Now we go to item 1201.
Item 1201 is consideration and adoption of college and career access pathways, or CCAP dual enrollment partnership agreements with the San Diego Unified School District. The CCAP program allows us to bring college courses to high school campuses that are closed to everyone else and only available to the students at that high school. As a result, it's important that the public have an opportunity to inform the board on the use of public tax dollars that have restricted enrollment in this way. The dual enrollment program is an incredible investment in students' ability to earn college credits while in high school without paying enrollment fees. to understand that they are capable of succeeding in college, increasing college going and transfer rates. And so we're very pleased with the partnership we have with San Diego Unified. And just a note for the board, since 2020, and as we emerge from the enrollment decline in during COVID, dual enrollment growth has been over 50% of where we were then. And so we've seen a lot of expansion in this area. That's a lot of focused work from our faculty to make that happen in an area that continues to be a focus for expansion for us. So with that, we need to have a public hearing to invite any members of the public that wish to make public comment, and then the board can take action to approve these agreements.
Thank you, Chancellor. Our public hearing is now called to order for item 1201 regarding the College and Career Access Pathway CCAP Dual Enrollment Partnership Agreement. Is there anyone here who would like to comment?
We have not received any requests for public comment for this item.
Oh, okay.
Clarification, ma'am? Clarification.
Mhm.
I ask permission to speak up after presentation of any agenda item because that's what we know in the Brown Act. We have been attending public meeting of the SANDAG, and I think this is the essence of Brown Act and the state law that it has to be, allow the public to speak up every after presentation. Now, the clerk response to me is that has been our protocol.
Yes,
So
the
just
Brown Act.
up to recommend that we be given even 1 minute, because this is crucial. This is tax money, our money, sir. Thank you.
Would you like to give him time to speak?
1 minute?
Yes, ma'am.
Go
Thank you.
ahead. Could we give him 1 minute? Amanda?
Thank you, Uncle Sam. This is justice in action. This is a very, I would say, laudable program because there are students who are really develop their cognitive at first year, second year, third year, and even fourth year in high school. I was a sub teacher in integral calculus, mathematics, biology, chemistry. I know those people are bright, and this is a good move, sir. Approve it right away because we have to advance people who are intelligent, morally obligated to help our society. I think this is, I think that's 1 minute, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So now we are closing the public hearing. And before we have further discussion, may I have a motion and a second on this item? Moved by trustee Magana,
Second.
second by trustee Milgram. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none? Oh, sorry. Ms. Trustee Magana.
Just a personal note, my granddaughter is going into San Diego High, just like your daughter. And I'm excited that she has this opportunity to take college classes from City College.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, yes, we're very fortunate here in San Diego to have that. All right, where was I? Oh, student trustee, do you have anything to add and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. Will the board members please vote? Okay, the item passes unanimously. And we're gonna go to section 15. Item 1506, Chancellor.
Item 1506 is a change order. It's the board's policy anytime a capital project increases in scope or cost by more than 10%, that it be brought to the board as a separate action item. In this case, it's the HVAC replacement project at the V building at City College. This is a user requested, meaning we're requesting an increase to the scope of the project that is necessitating the change order. The V building is where the cosmetology program is housed. Activities in that program use materials that create odors. Currently, the HVAC system recycles the air in the building, pulling those odors in and then distribute them back through the HVAC system when the air conditioning is on. This would add exhaust to that so that it can pull air out, exhaust that to the outside, and then cycle outside air in through the HVAC system, which will decrease the presence of the odors in the buildings. The change order amount is $34,500, bringing the total HVAC replacement project to a projected cost of $111,000. I recommend the board approve this change order.
Thank you, Chancellor. May I have a motion and a second on this item?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Senior, second by Magana. Secretary. I don't think so, sir. We've exhausted the public comment. So we're gonna continue with the meeting. Any discussion on this item from my colleagues? Seeing none, student trustee, do you have anything to add and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. Will the board members please vote? Great, the item passes unanimously. And now we go to item 1507.
Item 1507 is a change order exceeding 10% for the design services for the Mesa College Athletic Complex project. The board will recall earlier this year, we brought an increase of scope to the Mesa College Athletic Bond program to incorporate athletics programs that were not originally part of the facilities plan. And asked board's authority to improve the increase in scope. The board made that approval. It does not make sense to separately contract out design services, the interrelation of the facilities within the athletic complex. There is certainly a cost and time efficiency aspect to having the same firm do that work. And so we're increasing the scope for CDW Driver, the company that originally won the design services bid, to do that additional work. The actual construction will result in additional bid processes, and multiple companies could compete for that. So we limit the times where we just assign the work to an existing firm based on the needs of the work and whether or not it makes sense to contract out separately portions of it. So I recommend the board approve this increase in scope to the design services.
Thank you, Chancellor. May I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Magana, second by trustee Senior. Any discussion on the item? Questions? Okay, before we vote, student trustee Miranda, do you have anything to add and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Let me vote. Board members, please vote. The item passes unanimously. Yes. Well, sir, we're gonna move on with the agenda. I'm sorry that we cannot accept your comments anymore. We are past that item, that section of our agenda. So we need to continue with our meeting. If you would like to comment at our next meeting, we're happy to share the procedures with you. Thank you. So we're gonna go to item 1508.
Item 1508 is a change order to the project management organization scope for Kitchell, which was the firm selected to manage projects at Miramar College and Mesa College. The increase in scope that occurred for the athletics program at Mesa, the performing arts and administrative building at Mesa, the Early Childhood Education Center at Miramar and the Performing Arts Center at Miramar are going to require additional program management functions, and they're going to need to take on additional staffing and assign it to those projects. So the request is for an increase of $2.255 million over a 2-year term that increases the total contract amount to $20,255,000. Recommend the board approve that increased scope of work.
Thank you. May I have a motion and a second on this item?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Milgram, second by trustee Magana. Any discussion, board members? Seeing none, student trustee Miranda, do you have anything to add and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. Board members, please vote. Thank you. And the item passes unanimously. And now we go to item 1512.
The remaining items on our agenda are all emergency action updates to the board. I would recommend the board consider taking items 15, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 as a single item, and then we'll separately address 15, 17, and 15, 18, which are just being brought to the board for the first time. 1512 is the Mesa College baseball fence and netting repair. The work has been completed. This is termination of the emergency action item. The total final cost was $473,969. Item 1513 is also at Mesa College, the hot water tank failure at the MS building. That work has been completed. It was a total of $80,410. Item 1514 is water damage due to a sink overflow in the MS building at Mesa College. Currently, we have incurred $650,800 in expenses. We're anticipating the final total to be $750,000. The work is ongoing. We have an estimated completion date for this by the end of September 2026. And currently, they're rebuilding flooring and cabinets that were damaged by that water. Item 1515 is at City College, a hot water valve failure in the V building. The work on that has been completed. The total cost was $25,254. And 1516 is the water intrusion here at the district office. The board got a chance to inspect that work, walking between closed session and open session. As you can smell, painting has been done. The drywall replacement and the water fixtures are being replaced. That's ongoing. We expect to have the work completed at the end of this month. We have currently spent $92,726 with an estimated total of $95,000. I recommend the board approve the updates and terminations for 1512 through 1516 in a single item.
Thank you, Chancellor. May I have a motion and a second on these items?
I so moved.
Moved by trustee Senior, second by trustee Magana. Any discussion, board members, on these items? Seeing none. Student trustee, do you have anything to add, and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. Please vote. And all these items, they passed unanimously. Thank you. Item 1517.
Item 1517 was an emergency action that occurred earlier in the spring, but was misunderstood to be connected to a different water leak that was occurring at Miramar College. This was a broken underground water pipe that started leaking. The work was completed under emergency action, but the appropriate updates were not brought to the board timely. And so we're bringing it now to cure that. The work has been completed. The total cost was $208,649. Recommend the board approve completion of this emergency action.
Thank you. We're taking them together?
Just item 1517.
Okay. May I have a motion and a second on this item?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Magana. Sorry, Maria, I saw her first. Second by trustee Senior. Any discussion? Seeing none, student trustee, do you have anything to add, and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you, board members. Please vote. And the item passes unanimously. Item 1518.
Item 1518 is a new emergency action. On Friday, July 10th, an emergency was declared at City College after we had multiple failed attempts to repair coils in the HVAC system at the V building at City College. The failure in the coils prevents the AC from working at all. As you all know, it's very hot right now. And so we needed to take emergency repairs immediately to be able to fix that. The total anticipated cost of the repairs are $35,000. I'll have an update on this item at our August meeting. Recommend the board approve this update.
Thank you. May I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Senior, second by trustee Milgram. Is there any discussion? This final item? No? Student trustee, do you have anything to add, and how do you vote?
Not at this time, Board President. My vote is aye.
Thank you. Board members, please vote. And the item passes unanimously. Seeing no further business on our agenda, and if there are no objections, the meeting is now adjourned. I hope to see many of you on Saturday at Pride Parade. Thank you.